Hi, I'm Mo Wolf, and this is the Be Rescued Wellness Show. Thank you for joining me. A little while back, one of you folks emailed me an interesting article that is on a topic very near and dear to my heart, and that is the whole concept of customer service in the medical industry. Now, you may remember some of the previous shows that we've done that talked about how your doctor needs to remember that he's part of a service industry. If you are not receiving the care that you desire, if you are not being treated in a way that you desire, remind your doctor, hey, you're part of the service industry. Give me customer service or I'm finding a new doc. You may remember that. If you don't, go back and watch that show. I think it'll be very eye-opening. But this article was written by Fay Vincent, and it was published on foxnews.com, and it's very, very interesting and telling. Let me just start reading. One of my many faults is a total lack of patience. I am not a patient in part because I am a compulsive about being punctual. All this is relative because I have recently had a lot of quiet time sitting in several hospitals while being treated for a newly discovered malignant tumor found to have invaded my bladder. The urologist who announced the invasion to me also proclaimed, "It's no big deal." Yeah, but to me, the first time I'm told I have cancer is a very big deal. Being in the medical universe teaches preternatural patience. Sitting in my wheelchair waiting for hours to be seen or treated, I began to wonder at the irony of being called a patient. I suggest hospitals should begin to use the proper term, customer. In my experience, the often surly and cranky employees of hospitals behave as if I, a poor patient, have had the temerity to intrude upon their territory by simply showing up. They ignore the reality. It is we who are paying their salaries. I wonder whether any hospital administrator has ever tried to explain that the poor, sick, and benign souls walking the hospital halls should in reality be viewed as cherished customers. Now, there are a lot of institutions in our culture. We have the hospital institution, we've got higher education, we've got lower education, grade schools even, that are forgetting that they're providing a service, they're providing a product. And they're forgetting that it is the general public that comes to them who are their customers. Well, this article, What If Hospitals Thought of Us as Customers, Not Patients, goes on. And he goes on to describe some pretty heart-wrenching scenes, being left at a bathroom by an orderly while seated in a wheelchair too big to get through the doors to the bathroom, being left there. Just several really sad commentaries on modern culture. A phlebotomist that came in to draw blood and seemed like she was very upset at him for just being there, speaking to him in monosyllabic replies when I commented on her skills with the needle. I kept thinking how much nicer it would have been if she had told me she understood what I was going through. I was hardly expecting her to be human. Now, I'm not just beating up on medical staff because there are some fantastic medical staff. Earlier this summer, I had to take my father to the emergency room at a local hospital here in Janesville, Mercy Hospital, and he was treated by some staff nurses in the ER and by a doctor there in the ER, and they were fantastic. Over the next several days when he was up in the ICU, he was treated by some wonderful, wonderful people. Brilliant people, caring people that treated him with respect. But this is not always the case. Oftentimes you go into a hospital and you are treated like an obstacle to the day. So this person poses, what if hospitals thought of us as customers, not patients? What if your doctor thought of you as a customer, not patient? What if let's get a little closer to my home. What if your acupuncturist, your chiropractor, your nutritionist, what if they thought of you as a customer and not a patient? How would that change the interaction? How would that change how they treat you? Here's my advice to all hospital administrators, continues Fay Vincent. Think Disney and think Coca-Cola. These giant customer-oriented companies understand the crucial value of customers. Imagine hospital workers who smile and tell you how pleased they are that you chose to come to their hospitals. Now, even in towns where there's only one hospital, imagine being treated that way. Imagine being treated with the basic fundamental gentleness of a greeting hello and a smile. But far too often that isn't the case. Customer service experts could teach almost every other business the best ways to build customer satisfaction and loyalty. Just changing the name of those of us who hate to use hospitals from patients, and we're not very patient, to customers or even clients may be the start of something big. Unfortunately, Fay Vincent then concludes, but I know it will not. In other words, very much a lack of hope that anything will change. But you can make the change. You can make the change with your own doctor and your own experience. Next time you are treated like dirt, find a different healthcare practitioner. Next time you are treated something less than human, take your business elsewhere. Write a letter to the administrator. Make your voice known. That's the beauty of where we are, both in time and space. We can make our voice be heard, and we can let our wallets be heard when their cash registers don't ring. Something to think about. On behalf of all of us here at Be Rescued, thank you for watching. Laugh, love, and be well.